Dame Sarr is on an official visit to Kansas. This started yesterday. Eric Bossi reported, and a lot of buzz that Dame Sarr could be on commitment watch to Kansas in light of this visit in the last 24 hours. There have been quite a few just like, I want to say reputable recruiting people that are dropping formal predictions, but there's a whole lot of internet like crystal ball, Dame Sarr, Kansas. Keep an eye on this in the next couple days. If you haven't been following the Dame Sarr stuff this offseason, we've covered it at length. He was long rumored to commit to Illinois. In fact, some people believe there was even like a verbal agreement in place. Very late in the cycle, after attending the Nike World Hoop Summit, Dame Sarr's camp basically said, "We need more money. We want a higher number. We're worth more." Illinois said, "No, thank you. We're done here." He reopened his recruitment essentially, and a lot of schools jumped in, including the likes of Kansas and Oregon, who is still involved. I believe North Carolina sniffed around Dame Sarr for a little bit. Duke was recruiting Dame Sarr before they got the Cedric Howard commitment. So this is a kid. He ranks in the updated top 20 in the class of 2025 now that the recruiting services have updated their final rankings. And he's essentially a five-star commit. Any school should be anticipating they're getting a one and done player, a guy that's in college for basically one full season and will take his talents to the NBA right after, and all that comes with that. Very talented 6'6" wing, scorer, guy with a lot of athleticism, guy that can do a lot of things on the basketball floor. Do you think he's going to commit to Kansas? Let's start there.
I do, because I think that he can get the money that he wants from Kansas. I think he can get the role that he wants from Kansas, and also I think is Bill Self not in a desperate spot right now?
Hmm. Desperate, huh?
Yeah, like who is your big fish?
Hmm.
You're Kansas, and you got Melvin Council, Jaden Dawson, and Trey White. You got Badunga back, good on you. You got Darren Peterson, that's great. But like, you need something. Who's the big guy?
Isn't Bedunga the big fish? You just reeled him back in. He was your big fish, and he's back.
Oh, you had a fish, you caught him, you threw him back out. You good on getting him. He was already hooked on the goddamn hook. Go get a new fish.
Okay, so we want new fish.
Yeah, a new fish. Yeah, on a new fish.
And Jaden Dawson and Trey White are little minnows.
Those are like the accidental turtles you catch.
Are you catching turtles when you go fishing?
I'm a massively bad fisher.
Say if you're catching turtles, you're doing something wrong, man.
Okay, okay, get off your high boat.
Well,
Okay.
do you think that turtles are something that you just catch?
Listen, we're not gonna marine biology me after you. I just
You
put you in
said
the blender yesterday talking about killer whales. Okay.
you said those are the turtles you just accidentally catch. Do you think people are accidentally reeling in
Or it's like you're
turtles?
fishing, you think you got something, but you're really just hooked onto like litter, like a can.
That's a much better comp. But now you're
Thank you.
now you're calling Trey White trash.
No, no, it's a nice can, the vintage one.
It's a nice can. Okay. Okay. Let me pivot for a second. Dame Sar and
Travel. Sorry.
let me put Dame Sar and Darren Peterson together for a second.
Mhm.
Is that the best incoming freshman duo in college basketball? Today's video is presented by Underdog Fantasy.
Well, what's going on with your hat?
Well, my hat's not supposed to be this way, is it?
I don't think so. No.
Just like people who watch these videos are not supposed to not sign up for Underdog Fantasy using promo code SLEEPERS. At the time of this recording, we have 49 people who have signed up as a first-time user with Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS. 50 is a very, very important number. 50 is a number we would really like to get to. You, loyal listener, person watching this video right now, could be the person who gets us over the hump with number 50. And we have a great free pick that you get with this. Donovan Mitchell to score at least 1 point. How many points did Donovan Mitchell have in game two, Cart?
I believe he was too short of 50 with 48.
Yeah, he had 48 points, 50. Very key number for a lot of reasons. If Donovan Mitchell scores 1 point, you cash in your free pick, and you can get your deposit match bonus up to $1,000 with promo code SLEEPERS. Sign up, put the promo code in, SLEEPERS. Get that deposit match, get yourself free funds, use the free pick, cash that winner, and turn your hat the right way. You got the boozers.
No.
You got Houston's class, which is loaded.
Hmm.
Got
It's not.
UConn with a great class.
It's not.
Where does it rank?
Think Ooh.
List out
I
the
think
ones you would take over Darren Peterson, the number one player in the class per the update, and Dame Sarr.
I take Arkansas with Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas. I would take
That seems like a stretch. You have to be low on Darren Peterson to take that.
why? I'm lower on Dame Sarr.
So you think like Darren Peterson's clearly better than Acuff and Thomas, but Sarr's nowhere close?
I would put Sarr behind Acuff and Thomas, yes.
Man, I think the gap in how much better Peterson is than Acuff is bigger than the gap between Malik Thomas and Dame Sarr.
Really? Aren't you an Acuff guy?
Less so since the events this cycle.
Events have hurt, haven't they?
He showed up and played unserious basketball the entire time, and I am not a fan.
Okay. Well, I'm a massive fan, and that gap is not as big as you're making it seem. It would be like it'd be a top five incoming freshman duo.
I need to hear the other four. The Arkansas duo is one. I don't like that answer, but who else?
Well, I'm a Senat guy, so I'll take Houston.
I can accept the Houston answer.
You are a Cam Boozer guy. Does their freshman duo do anything for you?
Depends on who your second one is. I'm not taking his brother.
What about Kamenia?
Not going there.
So they're probably third then.
I mean, I think Dame Sarr is a legitimate top 15 player in this class. And I feel like in order for you to have them fifth, you would really need to think he's not that. Like, what do you think Dame Sarr's actual ranking is?
Like 21st.
It's not that low.
Yeah, but it's lower than the other guys.
I guess. I guess if you view these other guys as like bona fide top eight players in the class, then that's different. But like Peterson's number one here, man.
Yeah, I know. Listen, you ain't got a Darren Peterson me. I'm
Like you don't think a Peterson, Sarr, Badunga core would be a force to be reckoned with?
Oh yeah, that would be. It'd be great. That vision I'm in.
Sarr kind of stumbled into the perfect situation, if we want to be honest about it, if he does commit to Kansas.
So this is what do they call it? They call it breaking points. Like when you're at a crossroad or something like that.
That's one way to frame it. Yeah.
All right, well this is my breaking point for Dame Sarr. If this doesn't get done, if he doesn't end up going there, I think I'm just kind of out on the Dame Sarr saga. I think everything makes sense here. The money makes sense, the role makes sense, everything makes sense here.
I
If you
like
don't
the
want to
take.
go here, then like what actually do you want?
Can you possibly be happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree because that is something I would guess that Kansas fans, if any of them watch this video, I hope so. Hi everyone. Uh I would guess that they're unfamiliar with like the saga of Dame Sarr to get here. He's a dude who seems impossible to please. FC Barcelona essentially shut him out. He was playing at the highest level of FC Barcelona, and in the middle of his season, Barca was like, "We're not going to let you go to the Hoop Summit. Like, we need you. You're a rotation player for us." And Sarr was like, "F that, I'm going." And then Barca was like, "No more. Like, you're done. You violated this." That's kind of crazy. And presumably, you would only do that if you're pretty serious about the NBA draft, because he could have just stayed, finished his Barca season, and then gone to Illinois. I think he wants to go to the league, and like this honestly feels like a G League Ignite kid to me, which is always a dangerous type to try and recruit. But man, if Bill Self can pull the strings on it, just getting the player, he's a perfect third wheel between Peterson and Badunga. That core would be insane. It'd be a top five trio in the sport, and then you just need the role players to fill it around them. But I agree. It almost feels like where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a lot of smoke with Sarr. That this just is a weird recruitment.
Yeah, but I think it would make a lot of sense. Also, did you mean to say a smoke line as the white smoke has now appeared from the central window in the St. Peter's Basilica as a new pope is being selected?
We got a new pope.
I think so, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm out on him.
Is it Hunter Dickinson?
No, if it ain't Mark Pope, it ain't my Pope.
Hunter's available. You know that?
Is he?
Yeah, he's got a lot of time for his hands now.
He would be honestly, he'd be special in the Vatican.
Honestly, a Hunter Dickinson Papal run, it probably wouldn't end very well. It'd be a lot of like gesturing and disappointment.
Hunter, what are you doing in the Vatican? You're the Pope, Hunter.
Hunter! Hunter!
Hunter, you're the Pope. The Bulbasaur Basilica Hunter.